The mainline in 2021 was probably one of the best we've ever gotten. Didn't get many brand new 2021 Cars 1 diecasts, but we got a lot of new Cars 3 characters. We got racing tractors, we got next gens, we got racing reds. I just cannot believe 2021 was a decent year. And today I'll be going through the top 25 cars that will become the most rarest / most expensive, of course, over time, maybe in the next 2-3 years from now. If they don't get re-released, of course, this video is being recorded in 2022. But yeah, without further ado, let's start off with number 1, and of course the least expensive, I would say. So yeah, I'll be right back in 2 seconds. So number 1 will be the least expensive, will be, I can't believe I'm saying this, and this is my boldest prediction, on Golden Lightning McQueen. Now the only reason why I'm saying this is because he's not really an exclusive. He's literally just a peg-warmered Lightning McQueen. You can get him on Amazon for £6.99. I'm not sure about, of course, America, but you know, he was Target exclusive. I mean, not really Target exclusive, Target online exclusive when you spent over a certain amount. You could still do that now, and it's 2022. I mean, that's why I think this Golden Lightning McQueen is, of course, not going to be the most expensive. I mean, the paint job, I'd rate it like the best one of the best releases of 2021. But this video is like most rarest and most expensive releases. I mean, it is just a basic generic paint job of the Rusty's Lightning McQueen here, which of course is a pretty cool die cast, you must admit. But yeah, it's just one that is pretty easy to get hold of. I mean, it might be a little bit rarer in places such as India, you know, Japan, places over there for those cars collectors, but for people like on the, I guess, western side of the world, it's pretty easy. Europe, you know, pretty easy, peg warmed, pretty much a peg warmer. But yeah, that was number 25, and now I'll be on to number 24. The 24th most expensive Disney car from 2021 will be Millie. Yes, I know she's pretty high in price at the moment, but in 2022 she is scheduled to be released again. Of course, you've already seen the images on my channel before. I probably won't add any images of her today. But yep, this is her in the packaging, and this is her out of the packaging. Of course, she is pretty cool. I love that expression. Of course, she is a completely metal pitty. So, you know, it is cool to see a metal pitty for the first time ever from Mattel. But, you know, I mean, the artwork is pretty cool, you got to admit, for Millie. But, like I said, she's being released again in 2022. So, hence why I put her at number 24. And, of course, any second now, I'll be on to number 23. Number 23 on the list is actually Hot Rod Steve Herschel. Now, the only reason why I put him as number 23 and above Millie is because, well, Hot Rod River Scott is scheduled to be released in 2022 singles case E from Entertainment Earth. That means, you know, is being showed everywhere, Instagram, etc. But, you know, I mean, Hot Rod Louis Nash is most likely going to be released again, but Hot Rod Steve Herschel here is most likely not. Only my opinion is because, you know, Mattel want him to be a rare character, or they could release him further down in the year. You know, I do like Hot Rod Steve Herschel, but it is pretty cool in my opinion. That is why he is number 23 on my list for 2021's most expensive diecasts, or ones that will become most expensive. So yeah, now we'll be going on to 22. The 22nd most expensive Disney Pixar Cars diecast will be on none other than Derrick Williams. Now, the reason why I'm putting him as number 22 on the list is because there's not much to his diecast. Yes, it is a pretty cool character, you must admit, as you can see here. You can see him on the side of your screen. Pretty nice Cars 1 character, but you know, he was in Case L along with, of course, Jim Reverick, which we might be in the list a little bit later on. But you know, I just see him as not as much. He's still currently on eBay as £10, but you know, he could skyrocket in price in the next 2 years and become over 30, which in my opinion, is pretty much, but not as much as some of the other cars if they don't get re-released during the time. Which brings me on to, of course, the 21st most expensive car. The 21st most expensive car from 2021 will be Sarah Wilson. This one was coming. You knew it was coming straight after Derrick Williams. I mean, she is a nice character. She is part of the OSN Racing Sports Network with that very nice camera there. You can see her on the side. She is a sedan model. Like Derrick Williams, I actually believe that she will also be the exact same price, just because they were both released in the exact same case. And, you know, yeah, just, I don't see them going as much as some of these ones in the future. But, you know, these ones on the side are actually going to be way much more in price. So yeah, we are now going to go on to the 20th most expensive Disney car and the 19th most expensive Disney car, because this is technically a double release. There's a lot to say about the 20th and the 19th most expensive Disney car of 2021. You guys guessed it, it is Mummy Costume Luigi and Mummy or Ghost Costume Guido. They look absolutely amazing. I have them out of the package. I got these when I was on a holiday up north in England, and this is some of the best diecasts Mattel has ever released. And the reason why I'm still putting these quite low down on the list is because we still have the Racing Reds. Yep, that's a hint. They're probably going to be in this video. Some Racing Legends, some tractors to get through, because, you know, everybody loves the tractors. But yeah, Mummy Costume Luigi and Ghost Costume Guido. They're 20th and 19th just because, you know, yes, they are literally the basic versions of Luigi and Guido, as I will show you guys now. Okay, for some reason Guido doesn't want to, his costume doesn't want to leave his body, but I will show you Luigi's costume. Are you sit? Okay, I'm not going to cut the camera, but you know the costumes are removable. You've seen videos on them from other channels and before, even my channel, when, you know, I did the video on them early on in the year. I reckon they're going to get about £30 to £35, like just that little bit more than Derrick Williams and Sarah Wilson, if they don't get re-released. Of course, this is a big if. But yeah, now we'll be going on to the 18th most expensive car, which is a pretty cool one in my opinion. The 18th most expensive car will be on Double Clutch Daly, or Dally, however you pronounce his third name, actually, because he has 3 names. But yeah, I don't actually have this one in the packaging because it is a 2-pack and I only managed to find one that time. And well, yeah, it's a 2-pack. Any car in a 2-pack that has only ever been released once always becomes pretty rare. I mean, Sweet Tea was pretty rare with Guido, and she became nearly 50 quid. I mean, she got re-released in 2021, but her 2019 release from the Blue Desert line, yes, she was 2019, not 2020, became pretty expensive during the time. But yeah, of course, Double Clutch Daddy will, I know he's only 20 quid at the moment in the packaging, will definitely go above £35. We are now on to number 17 of what will become the most expensive car over time from 2021 new releases. But yeah, before we do, of course, showcase that we are got to, of course, make sure you are all subscribed to the channel. You know, in the middle of your screen, you know, it's easy. Subscribe, that red button, it does help, you know it does. It helps me motivate myself to actually continue making these videos, even though I don't really want to. But yeah, we're not going to talk about that. We are going to talk about the 17th most expensive car, and that will be on, of course, Racing Starts Luigi. Guido doesn't count because it's Guido, but yeah, I love this 2-pack. And actually, if you look on eBay, there is literally none on. This was first released in 2021 singles case B, along with Track Damage Cruz Murray's. Maybe that's a hint to one of the cars that will be, of course, in this video. But yeah, I reckon these guys will, if they never get re-released again, will definitely go over £40. I mean, Get Me Collectibles has sold a few already over the price of 30 or even 35. They're getting close. But yeah, make sure you do, of course, watch the rest of the video to, you know, find out what the number 1 most expensive car will be. And yeah, we'll be now going on to number 16. Track Damaged Cruz Ramirez is number 16 on my list because track damage racers tend to have a history of being most expensive. Track damage the king, race damage Mood Springs. Yeah, they've already gone over nearly the £100 mark, and I reckon track damage Cruz Ramirez, if she doesn't get re-released again in 2022, that is, will go over £50. Yeah, this is already number 16, and we've still got some cars left to do. And yeah, I've still got some in the packaging which I don't even have open that are currently way much rarer than, of course, that Cruz Ramirez. I don't know what was my issue with saying the rarer word this then. It's just my R's and W's. Yeah, you probably heard me say that a few times on my channel. But yeah, that's what I just think about Cruz Ramirez. Not too much to talk about her. Now we'll be going on to number 15, I believe. And yeah, this one's going to be a pretty good one. Number 15 on my list is actually going to be on one of the 15th anniversary cars of Racing Red Sally. Now the reason why she is not higher up on my list is because she is a basic Cars model from like the Cars movies. No one is really interested in Sally as they are with like Cruz Ramirez, Jackson Storm, the Maters. You know, Sally, yes, she has lots of variations over time, but Racing Red Sally will probably be just as, of course, expensive as Cruz Ramirez. But yeah, I just don't see her as going as high. I mean, there is a few on eBay currently in the UK right now for like £20-25, but I don't see her going much higher than that in the future. Of course, this was number 16. We'll be now going on to our 15th most expensive Disney Pixar Cars diecast if it doesn't get re-released from 2021 or in the future, that is. So yeah, I'll be right back in 2 seconds. The 15th most expensive Disney Pixar Cars diecast, if it doesn't get re-released, will be on Dewey Conrod. Now, I know people love this guy because of his metallic paint job. It looks absolutely amazing. You can't go wrong with it. But I still think there are some other racing legends out there that are worth or will become way much more than, of course, Dewey Conrod. Just like Cruz and just like Sally, I don't see him going over £50. That's just my opinion. Not too much to talk about him. If you want to check out my video, you can do. Just search out Dewey Conrod on my channel. It will be there, literally. I'm not even bothering putting iCards in my videos because who actually generally does that. But yeah, that is, of course, number 15. Now on to number 14. Number 14 on, of course, the top 25 Disney Pixar Cars diecast, or the rarest and most expensive, will be on the Easy Rider Racing Tractor. I do have one in the package, but fun fact, he's actually helping me record this video today with his box stuff. So yeah, here he is again, just like Dewey Conrod, Racing Red Sally, and of course Track Damage Cruz. I don't see him going above £50 if he doesn't get re-released. He is an amazing tractor. So yeah, not too much to talk about him. Check out my video on him down below. And yeah, of course these segments are pretty quick and short because I don't want this video going over 20 minutes, of course. Number 13's award goes to Clovis Ryder. I don't actually have this guy out of the package. He is one of the few, just like Floyd Morgan, that's a hint, and of course a few others which I don't have. So yeah, he is number 13. He only just about beats Sally, Track Damage Cruz, all the others by like a few extra pounds just because of his paint job and that he was only released once. So yeah, that's why he beats him just by a few quid. I believe he's going to go for like £52 to £55 in the next few years if he doesn't get released again, just because he's that pretty cool black piston cup racer. I mean, who could go wrong with a black and yellow? It looks pretty cool. But yeah, that was number 13. Now we're about to go on to number 12. Number 11 will be on Caleb Worley, the, of course, piston cup racer for Doc's Racing Days. I believe he will, of course, go over the certain amount of £55 in the next few years if he doesn't get re-released, just because he is one amazing character. And yeah, that's why I think he will be number 11 on my list. I love that grey paint job with the white. It just suits him pretty well. So yeah, you know, Mattel will most likely not re-release him because, you know, they like their money. Of course, there's the meme, I like money. But yeah, we'll go on to number 10. But before I do that, I am just going to remind everyone of something. Before we go on to the 10th most expensive Disney Pixar Cars diecast that will be in the next few years, my prediction, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because it does actually help me, motivate me to record these videos. Don't like doing them, but I do them for you guys who has expected me to upload videos every single day in the future and in the past. Of course, trying to double upload. This is probably going to be a single upload. But yeah, without blabbering on, let's get on to number 10. Of course, that is going to be on Floyd Morgan here. And the reason why I choose Floyd Morgan is because he was only released once, I believe, in 2021, Singles Case A. If it doesn't get re-released again in 2022 or down the line, I believe he's going to surpass that number of £60. Yeah, I mean, just before his release, he was like, I believe, something like £20, £25 on eBay. He became pretty rare. Case A never hit stores in the United Kingdom. Same with Case B, actually. We skipped straight to Case C, and yeah, Floyd Morgan never arrived in the UK, unfortunately. So, well, from my end at least. I'm not sure if he did in some certain stores, but yeah, that is why he is number 10 on the list. We'll be right back with now number 9. Number 9 on the list is actually kind of funny. I mean, you would expect like Floyd Morgan to be the weirdest, answer. But I think if Mattel never ever re-released the Vuezine Racing Tractor, he will of course surpass quite a margin of money, like £60+. That's so amazing. And yet there is still one more tractor to show in this video. So, stick around for that. Of course, you don't want to miss out that if you did get this far, because it is pretty high on my list of how much I would put it at. So yeah, which now puts me on to number 8. Number 8 on the list is the Sputter Stop Racing Tractor. Literally, the tractors will surpass quite a lot of money. I put this one on my list at around £70 margin, just because it is pretty cool. No one can go wrong with Sheldon Shifter and Sputter Stop. I just love the colouring for the black, the brown and the green. It matches it pretty well, in my opinion, for the tractor at least. So yeah, I reckon he'll go over £70. Yet we still have some next gens to go through, and yeah, this is only if Mattel never re-releases these particular diecasts, of course. So yeah, I'll be right back with a pretty cool next gen racer. Number 7 on the list, I put the Vinyl Toupee Piston Cup racer of Will Rush. I put him around the £75 margin, which is kind of funny because his number is actually 76. If Mattel never re-releases him, he will definitely go for quite a lot of money. Steve Slicker Page is almost £100 on his own out of the packaging, and yeah, he was released in 2017. So my prediction could come true in 5 years' time, that if Mattel never re-releases Will Rush, he will definitely become pretty rare, pretty expensive, and he will be over £75. So yeah, we'll be right back now. Of course, number 6, I'd want to say. There's not many left to go with, so yeah, hope you stick around for the remaining 6. Number 6 isn't even funny at this point. Of course, it has to be Jim Reverick, the next gen Piston Cup racer for Carbon Cyber. If Mattel never re-releases him, he will definitely surpass the £75 plus even £80 margin. I mean, the Harvey Rodcap China version is nearly 150 quid. Can you believe that? Neither can I, but yeah, Mattel just releases these cars that people will pay lots of money for. I mean, I'm lucky that I got him, of course, at Smith's Toys Superstores when I did. This is just my opinion that he will become the 6th most expensive Disney Pixar Cars diecast in 2021 that was released. So yeah, we are now going to go on to the final 5, and those are some pretty cool, amazing releases. At number 5, we have, yep, you guessed it, Racing Red Francesco. Now, he's a Cars 2 character. Doesn't make any sense for them to release him really in this anniversary, sort of special edition diecast. But, he will be pretty more expensive than the likes of Jim Reverick, because he is a special edition, only ever released once. Scalpers will, of course, always buy them, a bit like Disney Docket. buys them, keeps them for no reason whatsoever, in my opinion. But you know, that's just me and my opinions on Disney Docket. You know, I'm not going to talk about them. But yeah, he will definitely pass £80 within the next 5 years, just because he has only ever released in one case, and cars released in one cases become pretty rare. Even though I showed Sally earlier on, it's just Sally isn't as popular character as the Racers, World Grand Prix. Yeah, that's my opinion. Anyways, we'll be now going on to number 4. Number 4, in my opinion, is Racing Red Jackson Storm. I am lucky enough to own 2, but in the next 5 years, I reckon he will definitely surpass the £85 margin, just because Racing Reds, and of course I already talked about the Francesco, that everybody would love him. He was only ever released once in 2021 singles case D. I remember that because I bought the case, of course, from my fellow UK seller, of course, Gendams. Make sure you check out our store. But yeah, now we're going on to the final 3, I believe. Yeah, I cannot believe that we've got 3 left to do, and we're only up to £85, literally. But yeah, I'll be right back with, of course, number 3. Before I showcase number 3, make sure you do subscribe to the channel, because I know it does motivate me to continue doing these videos, editing them and of course making them. I believe we're already up to like 20 minutes in this video. If you did watch this far, just comment, I don't know, I watched this far into the video and your name is Racing Red Cruz Moreras. That is what I want you to put at this video, because of course I do have a Racing Red Cruz, and yeah, she's pretty cool. I mean, mine's a little bit of a chip there, but that's unfortunate. I reckon she's going to hit the £90 mark within the next 5 years. You know, Danica Cruz, she's a pretty nice next gen Piston Cup racer. Even the silver version is a pretty cool release, but the Racing Red one just tops it. So yeah, that's what I think about this one. We're now going on to the final 2, and yeah, of course, you can't wait till you see them. Number 2 on the list will be Racing Red Mater. Now, the reason why I did choose him as number 2, even though he's already £90 plus, I mean, in some places he's $150 plus, and he was released in 2021. Yeah, I cannot believe he is going to be number 2 on the list. You know who's number 1? Because you know I haven't previewed it yet, and you guys cannot wait. But Mater, he just looks pretty cool. I might do a video on him on my newsstand, because you know I always like to review cars in different places, in different parts of my room, in different lighting, just to, you know, get the full potential out of every single car, so you know, to give Mattel the money. But yeah, Racing Red Mater is number 2 on the list. He just looks absolutely cool, gives you the vibe of, you know, Rescue Squad Mater. Just looks pretty cool. And of course, he also did receive a mini racer. But yeah, we're now going to be going on to number 1, and you all know who number 1 is going to be on. Thank you everybody for watching this far into the video. I will now be showing you of course, the most expensive Disney Pixar cars, Diecast character from 2021 in the next few, or maybe even 5-10 years from now, will be on Chris Rebstopski with Yellow Flag. The reason why I choose her is because, you know, it's just a basic... No, I'm joking. Of course, you know that joke was probably coming because everybody hates Chris Rebstopski with Yellow Flag. You know, Racing Red Lightning McQueen. And the reason why I put him above is because already he is £30 on eBay. The most expensive Racing Red that has been out in the shortest amount of time. When Mater was out, he was only £20 at the time. Currently, at the time when this one's out, this one is £30. What can you expect of this guy? I put him over the £100 margin, maybe even £150. You know, it's my opinion in the next few years. And yeah, cannot believe this video is coming to an end now. Of course, I'll be right back with a little outro and a few cars on the stand here of my personal favourites throughout the year. You know, yeah, thank you to everybody watching this far. I'll be right back in just a few seconds. Thank you to everybody who did watch this far into the video of the top 25 most expensive Disney Pixar cars diecast, in my opinion, in the next couple of years. This video was actually quite fun recording. Now I've got to go edit it. Yay! But yeah, the music in the background was quite fun. New music, new content, new 2021. Of course, 2021 is over, but you know, still 2021 cars to review. But 2022 is now here, and 2021 was epic, but 2022 should be better. For my channel, Dating Cars, probably not, because we have not had any new reviews still at the time of recording this video. But yeah, thank you to everybody who did watch this video. Make sure you do subscribe. It does help and motivate me to record videos. Thank you all for watching. And until the very next video, which will most likely be this evening or even tomorrow. It depends on if I want to do a double upload today. Yeah. Peace, guys.